Identify all components, controls with their specifications and function of window and split AC. Required tools: trainees kit and a line tester. Equipments: complete system of window and split AC.
The major component, like I mentioned, was the compressor, which is the heart of the system, the evaporator, which draws the heat from the room, the condenser coil, where the heat is rejected, and the capillary tube between the two. In addition, we have the strainer dryer, which attached before the capillary. You have the fan motor, which drives the blower, and the condenser. So on this side we have the condenser fan, and on this side we have the blower. Now housing the blower is the bulkhead, and around the fan is the shroud. The first item we are going to talk about is the compressor. The compressor is the heart of the system, and this is what compresses the gas and circulates it around the system. It goes through the condenser coil, through the capillary tube, back through the evaporator, and is sucked back through the suction in the compressor. The condenser is a heat exchanger in a window air conditioner, where the heat is rejected into the atmosphere. It has got fins, aluminum fins, on copper tube, and with the air blown over it, is rejected out to the atmosphere. Now we'll talk about the evaporator coil or the cooling coil. The construction of the evaporator coil is similar to that of the condenser. We have aluminum fins pressed over copper tubes running within it. You can see the copper at both ends. What is the purpose of this evaporator or cooling coil? We are drawing the room air over a filter and cooling it. Now the refrigerant is within the pipe. The air is flowing over the aluminum coils or fins. Fixed over the pipe, the air gets cooled. The refrigerant is within the pipe gets heated. There is a heat exchange between the air and the refrigerant. This refrigerant, which is heated, goes back to the compressor. The air, which is cooled, goes through the blower and back into the room. Now we'll talk about the filter dryer or the strainer dryer. What is the function of this small component? Like the name goes, it filters or strains the refrigerant which is forced to pass through it and dries it. If there is any dust, any dirt in the refrigerant, it is captured at this point and doesn't go into the system or the compressor. It also dries the refrigerant. Now if by any chance there is a slight trace of moisture, it absorbs it. How does it do this? It's got silica gel packed in it, and silica gel is a very hygroscopic, moisture absorbing component. This is the capillary tube and is fitted just after the strainer dryer. What is the purpose of this capillary tube? It is a very fine bore copper pipe which creates a pressure difference between the condenser and the evaporator. So you have a high pressure, high temperature condenser and a low temperature, low pressure evaporator or cooling coil. This creates sudden change, we can say an expansion of the refrigerant before it goes to the evaporator, where it suddenly cools. So far we've been talking about the window air conditioner. Now we are going to see the split air conditioner. Now what is this split air conditioner going to be? This particular portion is the indoor unit. This unit has a major advantage. In fact, there is no noise. This is a very silent unit. Another advantage with this machine is you do not have to make an opening in the wall or any damage to the structure. Just a small hole of approximately 3 inches will carry the refrigerant pipe from this unit to the outdoor unit. Now what is this outdoor unit? It is placed outdoor. It is having a condenser fan. It has a blade and the condenser coil. In addition to the main component or the heart called the compressor. This is what is going to make the noise. So in this split unit, we have expectedly kept the noise outside and the cooling inside.